We need that like classic X-Men music. Da-da-da!
Yeah, but isn't that like copyright?
I know it is.
You know what's not copyrighted or cost you money? Wayne's World, the Deadpool podcast, episode 38. I am Phil. That is Lil. Come take the hill with us. And we love Deadpool. We love Deadpool so much here. This episode, we're going to review issues that he has nothing to do with. And is not. No, at least once a month we want to branch out to the rest of the Marvel Universe. And hey, we're doing X-Men.
Yes, sir. And what better way to kick off something non-related to Deadpool, but with a sexy woman that's in the X-Men family?
Oh, bro, Savage Land Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Need some porn music.
Sorry, I don't have my Lindsay button ready. I'm sorry.
Better watch though. Tristan S probably gonna be listening to this soon, as we discovered last week.
Oh, so yeah, we're talking about Rogue's Rogue and Savage Land arc, which is X-Men
269, 274, and 275.
There you go. In honor of the nice PVC diorama that should be out pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe it's like either at the end of February, which is this month now, or like sometime in March.
I wondered why you mentioned this storyline. So I was like, this is it like a favorite of hers, or did something?
Well, I do love Rogue, and this is a really good one. Because anytime she's dealing with that whole Miss Marvel aftermath thing, which is what we were kind of dealing with right before this, and we're still kind of seeing the fallout from it. I'm here for it. Like I found that very interesting.
And that classic Jim Lee art. That's right, kids.
Exactly.
Jim Lee used to work at Marvel, not DC.
Yeah. I was actually when I was researching, I was just like, it reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, he's like prolific, and he had originally wanted Mystique to be her real mother. He said had he not left Marvel, that was his plan for her. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Instead, they made her Nightcrawler's mother. They're both blue.
Racist.
Racist blue people.
Exactly. So yeah. So our top 10 list is tangentially related.
Top 10 X-women.
So I am evens and he is the odds. So I'm going to kick off my list with Mystique. Who would have thought?
Wow.
I love the character of Mystique. Don't judge me. Not movie Mystique, though. Sorry, Lawrence and Ramon Stamos. Ramon. I guess she's Ramon now, so Ramos, whatever.
What about Jennifer Lawrence?
She wore a suit. She didn't even go full just prosthetics and paint, so.
How dare you? Go naked. All right.
Go big or go home.
That's where she's. That's like our tag. That's what she said. All right. Since you went Mystique, I guess number 9. I'll go Rogue. Since we're talking about her, I'm going Rogue.
Where's the Trump button?
I will be.
Yeah. Oddly enough, she would have made it higher on my side of the list, Philip.
I know. Well, don't take these in any order. You know, just throw out names here. So, is she your favorite female X?
No, you know Jean Grey is my favorite. She's like my third. Because it goes Jean, Jubilee, and then Rogue. And then Kitty Pryde's like in top 5. Yes, I love Jubilee. I'm a baby of the 90s. X-Men cartoon, okay?
I know. All right, number 8.
Nope, number. What was you?
Number 8. I did not. You did 10. I did 9. Now you do 8.
Oh, okay. Emma Frost.
Okay.
Yes, you can sense a theme. scantily clad. Because come on, this is Wade's World.
I know. All right, let's go. Oh, I got 2 telepaths on my list. All right, Emma Frost. I'll go Psylocke.
And I say it every time, no offense to the actress. Movie Psylocke was just disappointing.
Besides, she was originally British. She got turned into a Asian woman. A hot Asian model. Again, Jim Lee.
Number 6. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Jubilee.
What Jubilee? Dazzler is better than Jubilee.
Same difference.
True.
Half a dozen of the other. I gotta get some representation going on this list.
That's true. All right. Well, you went Jubilee. I'll go Rachel Gray. We're working our way up to Jean Grey, so we'll do Rachel Gray.
You know we are.
Yeah, I know.
Next on my list is, of course, Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to be in Black Panthers 3. Now that we've joined our universes together.
I'm surprised. So you rate Jubilee higher than? Well, no, you didn't. Not on this list. I was gonna say, but did you say Jubilee was like number 3 on your list? She's above Storm.
Well, I mean, if we're just going X people, her stories haven't been the best. I like her as a character when she's outside. Black Panther is my favorite thing she ever did. So,
phrasing.
That's what I'm here for.
No, Storm kicks butt. I'll save that one. Polaris, straight from the Gid.
Yeah, I like the actress's portrayal of Polaris. I feel like next season they're really gonna ramp it up, and I feel like they're gonna kind of make her Scarlet Witch crazy.
Maybe, but I mean, I liked her in X Factor.
Yeah. Let's just be honest on Gifted. She's pretty much the top tiered main character outside of the Struckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Having Magneto as a daddy, that'll do it for you. And of course, my number 1 pick, but number 2 overall, Jean Grey.
Mm-hmm. Knew that was coming.
So good for her to have her own title back, and
you can't kill her.
Well, it's a comic book character. Of course, you can't kill her permanently.
You read the I'm sure the last issue of Phoenix Resurrection.
Yeah.
She told the Phoenix Force, go away.
About time somebody did. Who knew it was that easy?
Can't bring my husband back? Go away. All right. Then I guess number 1, current leader of X-Men Gold, Kitty Pryde.
I like Kitty Pryde. I do.
Yeah, man. She grew up in the X-Men.
Exactly. Oh, my favorite animated version of Kitty Pryde was that X-Men. What was it? X-Men Evolution from 2009 or something like that.
I think.
With Spike.
Spike on the mic.
Okay. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do it by issue or just jumble it all together?
However you want to do it. I don't care. Well, I mean, it starts off in 269 with Rogue getting spit out of the siege, Perilous.
Yeah.
Butt naked.
See? Appropriate for Wade's World.
That's right.
And this is the thing that, like I say, I like about Rogue the most is her entanglement with Carol Danvers.
Mm-hmm.
So now she, Danvers has her own body. She's fighting the Reavers. Rogue's absorbed Gateway's powers to teleport herself, and it's just this big mess. And they end up on Mir Island, and it's just badly. It's just the artwork in this issue is so good. It's the best thing about this issue.
Well, yeah, it's that, like you said, that Jim Lee art. But No, I found the whole Carol Danvers thing weird because I'm like, I believe she was around somewhere, but like, I don't know, she's missing most of her memories because of the whole Rogue thing. So I was like, so the Siege Perilous take what she had of Carol Danvers in her head and make another person, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I took it. It was weird around this time because they were really trying to push for making Miss Marvel a thing again at this time for whatever reason. And I mean, it worked for Marvel about time.
But yeah, if you want to do the Rogue cosplay, remember, just get a t-shirt and cut it up. So I think that's
you always, when you cosplay Rogue, in honor of her having to always cover up her skin, you have to do the full no skin showing thing with gloves.
I mean, it's bad enough for any character, but yeah, for one who's, can steal life force or powers just by skin contact. I mean, she sees supposedly Mystique's dead and she leaps out the window. Nope. She's like, come on, X-Men, we gotta go. No pants on, just, like, okay, Mystique's, well, so far as you know, Mystique's dead already, you could take 30 seconds to throw some pants on, Chris Claremont.
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Shadow King's in this one.
Yeah, Shadow King was messing with people for a while in Claremont's run. It's just I don't know. Some of his plot lines seem like he like to drag him out for a couple years.
Yeah, I was gonna say that did. But I'm just laughing because I just remember that it's in Sauron Citadel, and I'm like, what is this? The Hobbit? Like, what?
And of course, like every X-Men issue, if you want to shock somebody with the last page in an X-Men issue, how do you do it? Put Magneto on it.
I do like Magneto over the course of this arc, though.
Yeah. Because
I mean, when you think about Magneto, I really feel like the 90s is like classic Magneto. Everything else was just tinkering.
Well, he was trying to play a good guy at this point because Xavier was off in space,
With as he does every 10 years or so.
Hey, I got some legs. See ya, X-Men.
Well, at least the movie was true about that. Looking at you. Days of future past.
The minute Xavier gets some feeling in his legs, he lets something else guide him. Other than his dream.
Terrible. So yeah, I mean, this basically the first 269 is pretty much just the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like thinking through what's what because I'm looking through my notes, and the next one is about Charles wanting to kill Charles. So yeah. Any trivia for this issue that I know of?
I don't know. But then they had to take like a 3 or 4 issue break because of Extinction Agenda. We should do that one day too.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get around to it. This is a big universe we're playing around in.
I know, but there's a Wolverine Archangel fight in it.
You can't go wrong with that, really. You can't.
No.
So yeah, we take a break and then we come back and we're dealing with crazy ass Zaladane, and I'm just like, ugh.
Well, you need a bad guy with magnetic powers and
it's just a free for all, dude. When we get back, it's just like everybody's here, the gang's all here, kind of thing.
And like you could tell like some time has passed, so like because Kazar's there, Nick Fury shows up, and I know it's more.
Nick Fury shows up.
Yeah, white Nick Fury. Oh man, World War II.
Exactly.
how are these guys all spry and healthy? I mean, Magneto was in. I mean, he was a kid in World War II, but he was in World War II. Fury was in World War II, but I mean,
sliding time and genetic mutations make for good genes for aging, apparently.
I guess, but my original point is just like time has passed. I know it's warm in the Savage Land, but like Rogue is still wearing that like ripped up T-shirt.
She made it even a slight more improvement on it, dare I say. Oh boy. This is just a mess though, because it's like all of a sudden we have these 6 towers and we're gonna wreak havoc on Earth's magnetic field. I feel like we did this before.
Well, this is the storyline that pushed, you're pushing Magneto back to the dark side.
Yeah. Like you know it's serious because Shield is there. So
when they're active, because like
I was gonna say Shield always just kind of seems like a bumbling uncle, like in these like early '90s stories. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, before the MCU, yeah, it's always like Shield's in our way.
Exactly.
Speed bump.
What else? Like something went wrong with the biomatrix, and I'm just like, okay, I'll roll with it. Sure.
I'm like,
her power absorption isn't working.
It's like, okay, when did Magneto become like a geneticist or whatever? I'm like, okay, I know he created, because he even mentions it here. I know he created some like animal men, but
yeah, I don't know. We just roll with it.
Well, I know.
But okay, don't judge me. But like, I secretly shipped Rogue and Magneto during this time. Don't judge me. I was like, the cover made me do it.
I had nothing against it. I mean, even though he's at least old enough for a father, if not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Scarlet Witch and Polaris are both older than Rogue, technically, but whatever.
This is my daughter.
Then we learned that the X-Men had been teleported to space by Lila, and then they get captured by Deathbird, and they're like, of course, let's kill Charles.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, you see more of that in the next issue, but well, that's another storyline.
Yeah,
I believe it's like it was the prototype for Secret Invasion, like the Skrulls had trying to take over the Shi'ar Empire.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, I like the Shi'ar Empire because it's a classic. And Starjammers is like a classic, like, trademark of X-Men. It goes way back to the beginning of X-Men back in the 60s. So I'm always like excited, but I just feel like they never really push the envelope with it. It's always like wash, rinse, repeat when it comes to that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good nostalgia film, definitely.
But speaking of the Jim Lee art, issue 275, the 2-page spread, X-Men and Starjammers versus the Imperial Guard.
Oh yeah. 275 issues, nothing to sneeze at.
No.
It was is this the one that's the 48-page one?
Yeah, this is the giant size 275th issue spectacular. It's got like a wraparound cover. I'm surprised it's not like foil or hologram or anything.
Did they have a variant cover?
They might have,
they did.
or maybe unless they did like a second printing or something. This is 91, so
I'm gonna look. Hold on.
Yeah, 1991. Maybe it might be right before the hologram craze. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they don't have an alternate cover for this one, surprisingly.
No.
Well, that's more DC thing too at the time.
Yeah.
After that whole Death of Superman situation where they just went crazy.
Here's an armband. Here's Polybag.
Almost single-handedly killed the comic book industry. But I digress. But yeah, this last issue was a great way to wrap it up, I thought.
Oh yeah. Like I said, bring Magneto.
Jubilee shows up. You know what I'm saying?
Bring Magneto back to the dark side. Yeah.
Magneto, I don't necessarily think of him as a bad guy. I think of him as an anti-hero. He's kind of like Deathstroke in a way to me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because you can totally understand his point of view and why he is the way that he is. And sometimes he has a better point than Charles. I'm just saying. Sometimes he does.
I mean, in his mind, he's trying to save mutants, but you know. Yeah.
It's that whole Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, philosophy thing. By any means necessary, or let's do it the peaceful kumbaya way,
Yeah, I get the whole anti-hero thing because he's all about the ends justifying means.
Mm-hmm.
And you get Magneto nudity here too, so it's not the women people.
It's all fair. It's all spread out for
just
everybody.
What you want, a World War II survivor.
Oh. I kind of was bummed out about how they kind of wrapped it up a little bit though, because I don't know, like I feel like the whole Shiara thing should have been something separate and shouldn't have kind of interwound back into that.
Well, I guess that way you could have a giant, more reason to have a giant size X-Men issue for 275 because you got the two lines. Plus, I think, unless they were like rushing to get to what is it, issue 280, where like the original X Factor rejoins X-Men and
yes, it's like Warlord's like, hi, it was me, Charles, all along. Shut up, Xavier.
It's just Xavier. He like reads our minds. He's like, we gotta get back to Earth. The Shadow King's back. It's like, yeah, no crap, because you left.
I know. And I almost felt bad when Magneto was being tortured by that device that was created by Brainchild. I was just like, no.
Oh, that's the other thing we had to do when they pushed Magneto back to like kind of dark side, so Xavier could come back and be his opposite.
Yeah.
Convenient plot point. Oh, and then what that led into? The original X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold, except we didn't call the books that.
That'd have been a little too on the nose, but we're not afraid to be too on the nose in 2018.
Branding.
It's like the left Twix, right Twix thing. It's all the same, but we're just gonna pretend like it's not.
I can't even remember how long that lasted in the 90s, because there was like, all right, these ones are this team, these ones are this team, then all, I don't know.
Remember when Rogue got her own team?
No.
That was like, maybe you're not ready to lead your own team, Rogue. Sorry, their gloves. But all in all, I'll give this arc an A-. It's thoroughly enjoyable. It's a classic. Mm-hmm. We do lose a little bit of focus on Rogue towards the end as we build up to that whole Shi'ar thing and the Warlord thing and everything. But I thought it was really great character development for her. Really enjoyed seeing her out of the element away from everybody else and with Magneto. And I thought it was just like an interesting use of these peripheral characters, if you will.
Yes. You said A-?
Uh-huh.
I'll give it a straight A.
All right.
It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a good story.
The art is so stellar too.
I was gonna say it looks beautiful. Yeah.
I think it might have suffered from the 275 curse though, from being a giant size.
Well, yeah, I think once you mix that other storyline in, it kind of hurt it a little bit, but I think it was just pacing. Yeah. Like I said, Claremont liked to stretch stuff out, and then I don't know if they knew they only had a couple issues left, so they were like, okay, let's get it done. Get everyone back together.
I'm trying to remember. It was something that I thought was really weird because Banshee was in this one, and he calls Jubilee Colleen, and I think it means like little girl or something.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I was just like, don't be talking to my Jubilee like that, bro.
You're like, her name's Colleen?
I'm trying to remember where this is reprinted at. That's easier for people to pick up. I know it was something. It's in one of those Jim Lee tribute books. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I can't think of which one it is right off the top of my head. Hold on. I'll find it.
I wonder if they have a book. Do they have like a book?
Yeah, it's
all
Marvel
his
Milestones.
Yeah.
Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. And then it's also X-Men Visionaries. That's the one that I have. Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in this arc and the beautiful artwork, you should definitely pick it up, either individual issues or pick it up in the trade.
That's right, Tristan.
I think it's on Marvel Unlimited too.
Probably.
It's old enough.
Yeah, I didn't bother looking because I have the original issues, but I'm pretty sure it's on there. It should be.
What was that issue we were talking about for Black Panther? I found it on Marvel Unlimited.
Were we talking about his first appearance?
The Jungle Action ones.
Oh, the Jungle Action. You don't want to do the Fantastic Four one?
That one's in there too. I was just looking them up. All the stuff they were talking about.
That's what I was gonna say. Next month, when we
stray away Black Panther all the time.
We're gonna do Black Panther.
What's this month? It's the 2nd of February, Philip.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, wow, I had this planned for Wednesday, and it was January 31st.
Sorry.
That's okay. No. That's fine. So yeah, you got none in January. You get 2 in February. But if you want to send requests in for March and whatever going forward, what Marvel title other than Deadpool do you want us to review?
Spider-Man.
I was gonna say I think we both agree on Spider-Man. Yeah.
I'll even go for a Ben Reilly story, okay? Just one though. Just one. So make it good.
Saga.
Might even do some Gwenpool. Make Charlie have to listen to this podcast.
I was gonna say why he doesn't listen.
So yeah.
We're gonna pander to an Esser. We should do some Venom for Tristan Esser.
Oh, I'm down for Venom. Absolutely. Why is it all the good villains debuted in like Fantastic? Avengers. Because Rogue was in Avengers. Which one was it? Annual something 10.
I think it was 10. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of good things that come out of those annuals. I miss that when annuals were cool. I feel like annuals aren't cool anymore.
It was like a whole thing. Like every summer, that's when the annuals came out, and then they a bunch of, sometimes they 3 or 4 of them would cross over.
Now it's just like, oh no, there's extra filler here.
Yeah, now they just where it's like part 1 of a new or of a new story arc or something, and they just throw them out whenever. But yeah, that used to be.
I say more backup stories, like we're getting in Superman 1000.
Bendis.
Action Comics 1000.
And they're renumbering Superman's getting in number 1 again. Action will continue with the original numbering, but then once Bendis takes over Superman, it's going back to number 1.
We just started.
I know, and it's meanwhile
who the hell does Bendis think he is?
And it's like meanwhile the rest of the Rebirth titles are going to keep their numbering because Batman's going to hit 50 for the wedding, but Superman's starting over at number 1.
Why should go back to number 1 after 50?
Enough. Follow Marvel's example. If you want to change your numbers, go back to the original numbering on this crap.
Exactly.
I told you I admired DC's restraint because the last issue of Flash, I think they said it was like the 700th story of the Flash. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised they didn't slap a big 700 on it and charge you like double or something.
That's because nobody cares about the Flash anymore.
You shut your mouth.
Ezra Miller killed any excitement for the Flash. Grant Gustin is barely able to hold the mantle up at this point.
Well, if they let him out of prison.
Obviously, he's getting out of prison for the mid-season finale. Come on, Philip.
Oh, next week, yeah, because when are they off? Like,
they're off for 3 weeks after that, right?
I was gonna say everything's off for like 2 or 3 weeks. What is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like everything.
Except for Black Lightning.
Oh yeah, that goes like straight through, doesn't it?
Straight through till April. Mm-hmm. Dead on till morning, son. All right. I think we've done some random nonsense and
I was
talked
gonna
about
say,
animation.
if we talked everything we can except for Deadpool.
Is there any Deadpool news?
Do we have
There's no
Deadpool
new
news?
trailer. Well, the trailer's going to be debuting in front of Black Panther, right?
Yep.
So we're only like what? We're 14 days out at this point from the Black Panther movie.
Yeah, this is Friday night. Yeah, exactly 2 weeks from today. Yeah.
Yep. Well, if you're lucky, you go on Thursday.
Is that when you're going?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll probably wait till Saturday. That's Saturday, but.
Are you taking the whole family?
Oh yeah, Luca wants to see it.
Is it PG-13?
I don't know, but we've been taking him to see all the Marvel movies.
Okay.
Oh man, go when we're done tonight. Go listen to Super Connectivity and Charlotte and listen to Charlie.
I got the tail end of it actually, where he was talking about crooked teeth. That's where I came. That's the time I came home. Talk about Americans and he had crooked teeth.
Well, he was, in the beginning he was talking about Tom Cruise and crooked teeth, and then it came.
Well,
back,
he is from Kentucky originally, so.
Well, go and listen to Charlie compare Black Panther. Well, parts of a part he saw in the trailer of Black Panther to a Tyler Perry movie.
Apple juice.
It's something about, I don't know if he's talking about the Black Panther's guards taking off their shoes and beating Keith. I was,
what? All right, enough plugging for Super Connectivity.
All right, well, I think he's going to ask you about it tomorrow morning on Capes and Lunatics.
Ooh! 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, kids.
Oh, I've got tons of plugs. I mean, well, by the time anyone hears this episode, it'll probably be up already. But Tuesday night, 7 Eastern, Charlie Esser and I are going to talk to Mark Wade. So,
you think Mark Wade will call Charlie a dumbass? That should be like the thing. You should email all the guests and say, "Hey, this is a running gag," and he'll never know because he doesn't watch Wade's World. He will never know that it was my devious idea.
Tristan, don't tell him.
Oh, so let's get out of here because we still do have Newcastle Crew.
That's true. All right, everyone, stay tuned for Newcastle Crew. If you want to get a hold of us, it's Wade's World. Remember, send in your suggestions for future Marvel storylines. Once a month, we'll do something other than Deadpool. Well, at least once a month. Wade's World Pod at gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at Wade's World Pod. Remember the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Oh, I got another plug. It's Wade's World is probably good. You'll hear this a lot between now and March. I'm going to be wandering around the Rivertown Brewery comic book and toy show March 31st, interviewing probably vendors and any guests and basically anyone who will stop and talk to me. So check out the website, www.myrivertown.com. All right, Lilith, I have pimped myself out.
Well, I am down to just reading comic books. I am done with TV shows except for Black Lightning because it actually surprised me and it's pretty decent right now. So if you want to join me Tuesdays live tweeting Black Lightning, feel free at Lilth Hellfire or Adventures in FG for everything else. That's Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram at Adventures in FG. Always looking for new internet friends. So, fight me or talk to me, whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah, tonight. And Charlie even said, "Fight me, political nerds."
Nope.
You created monster.
No political opinions.
You created a monster with that one. All right, are we done?
Definitely hit the music.
All right. Once again, this has been Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. You can find Tristan Esser on YouTube at Talks and Gamer.
Sub for sub.
What?
Sub for sub.
That's right. Tristan, plug us. I know your absent father's on our show, but you can plug us still. Remember, don't get lost in the savage land. Join us next time.